TSMC raising the chip investment to $40 billion in the wake of the Chips for America Act, the Inflation Reduction Act, and I think these are going to be... I think we're going to see more of these, I guess, is my general conclusion. I don't know why it makes sense to build a fabricator in Arizona, by the way. That has never made sense to me, that these things use massive amounts of water. Apparently they recycle about 80% of it. They treat and recycle the water, but I don't know.
Where do you get it from first,
Yeah, you still need to get that water to Arizona, which is struggling with that. But nonetheless, we are continuing to see this development. And again, while manufacturing index is going to generally lead the economy and help you determine whether or not we're in a recession, I think it's pretty clear that the legislation that has been passed over the last couple of years seems to be having an impact on manufacturing in the United States specifically.
Yeah.
And pissing off a whole bunch of our allies, by the way.
Oh, big time. But, this one, kind of a bigger announcement, only in the sense that this second factory that Taiwan Semi is going to be opening up is going to be really the more advanced chips,
Yep.
right? You're talking about the 3 nano technology, which is really the tiniest, fastest chips that are out there right now. And by the way, I was kind of like, how big is a nanometer, right? I mean, so it's...
How many can fit on your fingernail, I think is the...
A nanometer, Mike, is 1/1000th of a meter. So I still can't even conceive of the size of a nanometer, but it's got to be darn small.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Sounds really small,
Yeah.
1/1000th of a meter, right? But, if you think about, the jobs that'll be coming from it, you've got construction, and if it's costing, $40 billion to build, that's a lot of jobs that go into it, right?
Yeah.
All of, everything that goes into that facility, right? So it's not just the building, but it's all of the equipment and all of that. I mean, that's coming from somewhere.
I do genuinely, I don't want to oversell anything because who knows where manufacturing is going to go here, but I have to say that I am pretty optimistic about domestic manufacturing of more than just semiconductors. I mean, if you are thinking about yourself as a global company that manufactures actual goods, and you need to do your manufacturing somewhere in the world today, the best options that I can think of are probably China,
Okay.
the United States,
Mm-hmm.
and in terms
Germany.
of, probably Germany.
Yep.
And if I'm looking at those right now, okay, Germany has, the infrastructure, they've got the population and skill set to do it, but you're talking about a rather unfriendly business climate in the European Union, and at this exact moment, a very unclear energy policy.
Mm-hmm.
That could change, but right now, unclear energy policy.
Sure.
You don't know where you're going to... I mean, if in fact it gets as bad as it could this winter, you could have German manufacturers being told to turn off the lights.
Oh, sure.
China, generally speaking, if you're looking to manufacture something that is low-tech, it's going to be the cheapest place in the world to do it.
Well, don't forget South Korea and Japan, right? So, big manufacturers there, too.
Agreed.